Hello everyone. Welcome to yet another podcast of our channel Cricket Blitz. And this time around, seeing your wonderful response, we have come up with a absolutely new topic that is related to a team that has had their share of positives and negatives. I mean, they have had their moments to be honest, but somehow they haven't been able to cross the finish line. Well, we are not talking about Sri Lanka, if you guessed that. We are talking about Pakistan. And to discuss this, I have with me two of my guests, Saptarshi Das and Abhishek Bhattacharya. Welcome, guys. And so let's get started.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
Yes.
my first topic to you would be, and I would direct my question to Abhishek, and that would be related to. So, if we see about Pakistan, especially with respect to T20 cricket, uh, they have been in a state of turmoil, to be honest. Uh, would you like to add your inputs on that, Abhishek?
yes, and as you really mentioned, they are really, isn't it? See, in
Yeah,
recent years, in ODI and Test, their performance had not been up to the mark. So there were no expectations from them in the ODI and Test formats. But one format which people were expecting from them recently was a T20 format because they went into semi-final in the 2021 T20 World Cup and 2022 World Cup. They went into the final, and Asia Cup 2022, which was held, they went into the final.
right.
So people had high expectations from them.
Yes.
But the point is that if you see that after 2022, they had only one series win, that is against Ireland. So
Right.
people were expecting that
Yeah.
okay, Pakistan will not do that much, but at least they will go to the Super 8 and they would easily beat. If they lose by India, no issue, but they would as easily beat USA and other teams. But their shocking defeat to USA just forced them to quit the World Cup in the exit stage, group stage, which was so shocking. And that sums up the entire Pakistan state of affairs cricket in these recent times, which is very sad to see.
Absolutely. I think Saptashi will also agree on this point that they really have
Yeah,
had.
definitely. In fact, their winning percentage dropped down by a great extent in the last couple of years, ever since that final they played at the MCG against England. So, they need to think quite a bit of things, I guess,
Just
about the
yeah, they
T20 team as
lost to
well.
Ireland. They lost two times to Zimbabwe. They lost to New Zealand second strength teams, England second
Yeah, even in that World Cup
strength
game against
teams.
Ireland, I guess, they struggled to chase down some
Yes,
100 odd total, and it was only a couple of mighty blows from Shine Afridi in the
yeah. So
slog
you
overs that
imagine
ultimately
that.
helped them do that.
So you imagine that chasing in 20 overs when you're chasing 107 and Shine Shafidi is coming to save you. Then it sums up the Pakistan state of cricket.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys, let's move on to the next topic of our discussion, and that is related to. Well, this is a positive aspect of Pakistan cricket, I would say. That is their pace attack. And I would like to go to Saptarshi to discuss on that. So, we have seen some good, really good talent in Pakistan cricket Shaheen Shah
Yeah.
Afridi, Naseem Shah. So, would you like to give your views on that?
Yeah, see, Pakistan has been a country that has been producing lethal pacers, not today, but for decades. Wasim Akram, Wakar Yunis, all these guys, Shoaib Akhtar, they have been producing legends for quite some time. And even in this era, Shaheen Afridi. And if we see their stats also, most of them are having some pretty decent stats. Shaheen Afridi is a very good bowler with the new ball. Naseem Shah has developed his skills in the T20 game. Haris Rauf was a pretty good bowler until 2022, but I think in the last couple of years he has somehow maybe faded away a bit. He has the ability of picking up wickets, but maybe at some points of time, I guess he becomes a bit more obsessed with taking up wickets and ends up leaking a lot of runs. But then again, they have a couple of young guys also. Plenty young guys in the pool
Absolutely.
who play very well in the PSL, like Ihsanullah. They've got Shanawaz Dahani. Then
Muhammad
they've
Ali,
got Abbas Afridi, who was playing in this World Cup only. I think Muhammad Ali is also there. He did well in the PSL. So they have plenty of big names. Even Mohammad Amir came back for this World Cup. He was outstanding throughout the World Cup, I think.
Wasim Jr. is
So,
there, Zaman Khan is there.
yes,
Lot
Zaman
of
Khan
good
here,
bowlers.
then unique action, and they have plenty of good bowlers. And I don't think that pace attack is anything to worry about for Pakistan. They have a very good pace factory, and with a I mean, with a good sort of grooming, they can definitely do well in that zone. Shaheen Afridi, if I speak of him, I think maybe he has become a sort of a bit predictable in the last couple of months, because I mean these days mostly when he comes on to bowl his first over, people are expecting that he will bowl that one which comes back into the right hander and hit him straight away on the pad, and most are lining him up in the initial over and trying to flick him over mid wicket or deep square leg. And I think that's where he needs to learn from some guys like Bumrah. T20 cricket is a game of brain more than skills, I feel. I mean, it's not always that you can blast people with pace, or maybe it's not always you will end up bowling 24 Yorkers. So you have to mix up your balls, and you have to understand the strengths and weaknesses of each and every batter in and out, and that's when you can be successful in this format. So I think they need to increase the variations maybe a bit more. But then again, as I said, I mean these are pretty talented bowlers, and I think Pakistan will have no issues with their pace factory in the upcoming years.
Absolutely. Thank you, Saptashi, for that. My next topic of discussion, and this time I would like to go to Abhishek, has been, so if you see Pakistan, and I would like to quote the example from, especially from this T20 World Cup. If you see strike rate of batters, especially openers, this has been a really matter of concern for Pakistan batters, especially in the T20 format. And we have seen examples this time around where just because they weren't able to use the power play to the full extent that they should have, they face the consequences, losing matches. So, your inputs on that, Abhishek?
So I would say that the sorry state of Pakistan, which is today, is mostly because of the opening two batsmen, that is Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan. So I mean, in T20 cricket, like if both batsmen as openers plays the strike rate less than 120 or around 120, it doesn't add much value to the team. Talking first about Babar Azam, like in T20 tournaments, which is Asia Cup and T20 World Cup, he has a strike rate of around 112, an average of 27. That speaks volumes of how much, I would say, burden he has been to the T20 team, and he should be
Yeah,
able to
even
step up.
Mohammad Rizwan. I mean, I think in the last few years he's having a sub 120 strike rate. He might be having a pretty good average, but I think in T20 cricket, strike rate is the most important thing, especially if you are batting in the power play. I mean, those 6 overs are crucial for every team, and you need to utilize that. There's no other way,
Absolutely.
simply.
It is seen that their plan is that you take 670 balls and score 50-50 each in 40 balls in 50, and then you can expect lower order batters to come and hit at a strike rate of 200. That is not possible, right? You have to start attacking from the start. And as I mentioned,
Absolutely.
Rizwan, like normally if you see wicket keepers like Quinton de Kock, Josh Butler, like those wicket you expect wicket keepers in T20 to increase the strike rate, to help the other batsman increase the strike rate. That's why when they come as openers, they attack. But in the case of Mohammad Rizwan, he just blocks and defends more than Babar. His strike rate is, I think, less than Babarism, which gives more pressure to Babarism. And one thing about Mohammad Rizwan, I would say that he's so one-dimensional player. He only will, if you just ball him to leg side, he will flick around leg side and score in that direction. Now every bowler has a plan against him, that ball in that off stump line and that fourth corridor of uncertainty, and there's no clue to that. He cannot hit
Absolutely.
cut short. He has don't have a proper cover drive. So bowlers
Yeah, I
have
mean,
now,
even in the recent India-Pakistan clash at New York, if I just describe his innings, I mean, his innings were sort of a strange innings. First, he kept on
yes,
blocking against Jadeja, Hardik, Akshar, everyone he kept on blocking. He was playing at some 70, 80 odd strike rate, and
24 dot
then
balls in that
all of a
innings.
sudden,
24 dot
Bumrah
balls.
coming into bowl. And he played sort of a whack and gone. I mean, what kind of a shot that was
Yes,
against the opposition's best bowler? If
do
you
that
had to
against
play that kind
Bumrah.
of a shot, you could have played it that against Hardik, against Akshar, against Jadeja. Why against Bumrah?
Right.
That's some, yeah.
Gentlemen, just to add to that, the only respite I think have been with the likes of few players like Iftikhar, who sort of come out and with a positive intent and have a good strike rate. I think that is some sort of relief for Pakistan.
Just to
Yeah,
yes,
I
just to
think
add,
even Shadab Khan, he has a decent strike rate. I mean, maybe he's not very
Shadab Khan
consistent,
has
but
a
at
higher
least
strike rate than Babar Azam. That's the
Yes, I mean
point.
Right.
at least on his days he will play with at least 130 to 135 strike rate.
And some recent close finishes against Afghanistan in Asia Cup 2022, you needed Shadab Khan to win the matches. Babar Azam and Rizwan
Yes,
couldn't do that. That speaks volumes of their not much
Absolutely.
intent and
Absolutely.
hitting capabilities. One more shocking stat is that in 2007, 207 balls which Babar Azam played, he didn't hit even a single six in power play. I mean, he
yes,
should learn,
Right.
and I will just add one more point that he should learn from Virat Kohli. That in this stage of his career, he's 35 around, and he tried to slog every ball and change his game. He came out of his what to say comfort zone in
Right.
T20, like, and he tried to change. So I don't know why these two batsmen are not changing the innings, going down the order. Are they not that much? The question comes: are they not much confident when the power play ends that they will clear over the ball over the fielders? So a lot of question comes raises on the in their intent and capabilities, which
Absolutely.
sums up the sorry
Absolutely.
state of Pakistan
yes.
assets.
Thank you, Abhishek, for that. That was really helpful. Now, my next question to Saptarshi would be that also another matter of concerns. Abhishek just talked about the low strike rate has been the declining form of spinners. Can you please throw some light on that?
Yes, I mean, see, I think their spinners were doing a decent job, if not a great job, till the 2022 T20 World Cup. Shadab was in some good nick. Mohammad Nawaz was doing decent. Before that, they had Imad Wasim. But I think post that 2022 T20 World Cup, Shadab's form, especially, I mean, in his bowling form, has been on the decline, and Mohammad Nawaz was slowly sidelined. Imad Wasim came back. He also didn't make much of an impact. They picked up Abror Ahmed. I mean, he's a mystery spinner. He had a great test debut against England. He picked up some 7 for, I guess. In one innings, he picked up 7 wickets against the English batters, but he wasn't even given a game. So,
Just
and
to
I
add
mean,
that
if
Abar
I
Ahmad, yeah, just to add,
Yeah.
sorry, to add that Abar Ahmad was added as a mystery bowler, and they kept him as a mystery because he didn't play any single game.
Yeah, so why didn't play a game, that itself was the second mystery. And I mean, if I speak of Shadab, I mean, when I watched him in the ODI World Cup, I thought maybe he's not that good an ODI bowler. Maybe he's not good at bowling at the same spot for 10 overs. But now, even in the T20 World Cup, he's just failed to make impacts. And I think Baba didn't even have the confidence to bowl him in a couple of games.
Yes,
In
he
the
was
India
not
game,
given
he
much
didn't bowl.
overs.
In the India game, he didn't bowl a single over. Then in some other game also, he
And
didn't bowl a
that was
single over.
shocking because he has dismissed Rishabh Pant two times. So
Yes,
he
Right.
didn't
so
got
Right.
that
his
move.
captain didn't have enough confidence in him, and most of the times he was bowling it either too short or he was bowling a full toss. So he was having problem in landing the ball, and he was having absolutely zero accuracy. I just don't know what has happened to his bowling form. I hope
Also,
he works on it and comes back hard.
Also, one more is Osama Mir. He had a decent series against New Zealand team before the World Cup, and he was dropped from the Ireland series. Can I believe that one bowler winning in matches against second string New Zealand team? Otherwise, he would have lost that series also. The last match, if you remember, he picked 2 to 3 wickets, and he was dropped from the team for no reason. He was not
Right.
injured, and so some selection issues and wrong choice of players also cost Pakistan big time. I would say in
Yeah, I
spinners.
mean,
Absolutely.
yes, their spinners definitely need to regroup, and I mean, they need to bowl with a lesser economy and also start picking up wickets. Otherwise, it's not easy for the pacers to always manage the entire workload.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we have had a really good discussion on the topics that we stated on to both of our guests, and thank you both of you gentlemen. And also, I would like to thank our viewers for the wonderful response that they have provided, especially to the video that we posted on Jasprit Bumrah. I think that's some overwhelming response. Thank you guys. Keep supporting. We will bring you more exciting content, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest updates. Please keep on liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Cheers.
everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Cheers.
everyone.